Hello, this is going to be quite a quick video, probably not edited all that much, bare minimum, because it's just something I wanted to talk about and just throw in my 2 cents, I guess. Yeah, so this video is about the film about Ray, in my general opinion. So I watched the trailer, and it actually seems like a pretty good film. And I guess, well, Elle Fanning seems to be doing an okay job from what I've seen, obviously just the trailer. But there are some problems that I'm making this video to kind of address. The first one is, I've seen a lot of posts on Tumblr talking about the casting, saying that any representation is good representation and that we shouldn't moan that a cis girl has been given the role of a trans boy. People saying that because the trans character is pre-transition that's what we should expect and shouldn't have any issues with it. And actors play people who they're not, but the issue comes with the fact that this is a cisgender person playing a transgender person when transgender people are limited to trans roles, because we don't get cast as cisgender characters. And if we did, it wouldn't be a problem at all for a cis person to play a trans person. But yeah, as an aspiring actor myself, we don't have much opportunity anyway. Very few trans roles, very restricted. So when cisgender people are being cast in these very few trans roles that actually exist, it's not that it's a cis person playing a trans person that's bad, it's the fact that we don't have much opportunity anyway, and what little opportunity we do have is being taken away and given to cisgender people who already have a huge wealth of opportunities to play different people in film and TV and theatre and stuff like that, when we don't have that. We just have trans roles. Most of the time, these roles are, they say that they're specifically looking for someone of the gender that the trans character was assigned at birth. So if it was a trans guy, a cis woman would play, a trans woman, a cis man would play, which, ignoring the issues there already in what it's implying, and people say, well, there's not many trans actors and it is dysphoria inducing or making them look more masculine or feminine depending on which direction, so they look like they're assigned gender at birth more. But the fact is, these casting people aren't looking for trans people at all. We're not given the opportunities to even try out for these roles. And it's also ignoring the fact that there are pre-transition trans people who exist, and as for myself, there's not really an excuse to not look for these people. Fair enough if you can't find any, or you can't find any that are right for the role, or you wouldn't feel would be able to, you don't think they suit it, that's fine, but at least give the opportunity. And another issue is the way the director is talking about the film, and specifically Ray. She clearly has zero understanding of trans people. Her plan started out as showing lesbian characters in 3 generations of women, and then she decided to make her protagonist a trans male, which kind of, interchangeable with lesbians, really? I don't know. That's not the case. And she repeatedly refers to Ray with female pronouns. She says she's just a girl trying to be herself, which is pretty bad, no matter which way you look at it. There are a couple other quotes I'd like to share with you. The part is a girl, and she is a girl who's presenting in a very ineffectual way as a boy. This is pretty bad because, you know, the idea of passing can be troublesome on its own, but passing judgment on that, no. Ray is not pretending to have a deeper voice, she's just a girl who's being herself and is chasing the opportunity to start hormone treatment. So to actually use a trans boy was not an option, because this isn't what my story is about. I don't know about you, but from the trailer, the entire plot of the film is based around Ray's transition and his journey in getting there against his father's wishes and all that stuff. So I really don't understand what she's saying in this this quote. I don't know. I can't fathom what she possibly means. That this film isn't about a trans boy. This film is apparently about a girl who wants hormone treatment to be herself. I don't think so. I'm kind of glad that Elle Fanning, you know, she's clearly playing the role as a trans boy, which is great. You know, the film could come out and be actually really quite good, but it's just the director's descriptions and explanations of this film are harmful. It's just, no, it just completely implies that trans boys are girls. And that's not right. So, in conclusion, support About Ray. Support the film, go see the film, because if we don't, Hollywood's just going to say, you know what, these stories don't work, they're not wanted, they don't make money, so we're not going to make any more. You know, support About Ray as a stepping stone. Support About Ray as a stepping stone to better and better representation of trans people in the media. But don't support About Ray as good representation in itself, because while it may well be that the film comes out and it's, you know, it's great and it's an honest portrayal of the life of a trans boy, that's not how the director sees it, and the way the director sees it is a problem. So, you know, don't boycott it, because that's gonna hurt us in the long run. But, you know, make sure you understand that whilst it's better representation than we've had in the past, it's not necessarily the goal kind of representation. The goal, I would say, is not only to have real trans people playing trans roles, but also have, you know, actors having equal opportunity, having trans people play cisgender characters, and then it would be fine for cisgender people to play transgender characters. That's not the issue here so much as there's not enough opportunity, and also the way the director is suggesting that trans people aren't the gender they say they are. This probably came out as a jumbled mess, so I'm sorry about that. I hope my points came across okay, and I hope you enjoyed this somewhat and took something from it. I hopefully. I'm not sure about how it went, really. I don't know if I got my point across. It's kind of difficult to word it in a way that, you know, fully explains my feelings on this film and on the director and on trans representation in the media in general. I will probably make a more in-depth video at some point, more in general, not just on About Ray. General media representation of trans people. Thank you for being patient, because I know there are huge gaps between my uploads. yeah, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, maybe leave a comment in the description, anything, tell me your opinion on About Ray and trans representation in general in the comments, or on Tumblr. As always, that will be in the description as well as my Twitter. Yeah, please like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.